Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. We're going to take it really local now, bringing it back home to Redlands, the City of Redlands. With us is the Mayor of Redlands, Pete Aguilar. Thank you very much for being here, Pete.
Thanks to be back with you, Leslie.
New year, new things on the agenda. What sort of financial trends are we seeing in the year ahead? What kind of effects will that have on us?
Well, we're seeing a positive uptick, and we hope all this holiday shopping is good for the local economy, and it will be good for all of us cities and jurisdictions. So we're hoping for better revenue. We're hoping that folks spend a little bit more locally, and we encourage all of our residents to do that. We're also hoping for some lower personnel costs, and we think that we can get there, and that'll translate to a better financial climate and more services to residents.
Mm-hmm. You've already had to trim a lot off your budget. I think you said 16%.
Yeah, we've trimmed 16% of our full-time equivalent since 2007. So we've really tightened the belt, and that is a real concern. Being able to provide good service in this environment, and unfortunately, we have had to trim our staff members, but we have to balance the budget. But we're going to do it in smarter ways.
Like what?
Well, we're going to use technology. We've implemented hundreds of cameras downtown that offers police the opportunity to verify that an occurrence is going on, and we can use that in order to help solve crime, in order to track crime patterns as well. We're using technology on your iPad and your iPhone. There's applications that we have, Redlands 311, that allows people to report that a shopping cart is somewhere that it shouldn't be, or graffiti. Those are things that we can do to provide better service in a more efficient manner.
What are you looking forward to in 2012?
Well, we're looking forward to lower personnel costs and better financial times. That'll translate into the things that residents need, and that is trimming trees, paving streets, fixing our parks. Those are the things residents ask for all the time.
What have you noticed with the cutbacks so far? Are you doing okay, slimmer, leaner?
I think we are. I think that having that opportunity to become more efficient and to look at your organization differently, I think that allows you a good perspective occasionally. And so we've tried to manage it the best we can and to be as efficient as we possibly could be.
You know, the New Year's resolutions, we hear a lot of local representatives, a lot of senators, assembly people come through here. Everybody's talking about pension reform. Now, how does the pension reform affect you locally in the city of Redlands? What are you looking at?
Well, we're where the rubber meets the road. We have 9 bargaining groups within the city, and each of them is different. But I think we can make positive changes at the bargaining table, which is exactly where they need to be. We need to have conversations with our labor partners and to talk with them about what a sustainable pension system looks like and what their costs should be and what our costs should be.
Well, their first response might be, I think we like it just the way it is. So what are you going to say to them? What suggestions are you going to make as far as changes?
Unfortunately, that part isn't sustainable anymore. And so they're going to have to make some changes, and they're going to have to pay some of their costs. Right now, 7% for general employees and 9% for safety employees is what the PERS cost is. So they're going to need to pick up that share at a minimum, and we'll talk about future changes.
How much of your budget is pensions, and how much do you expect it to be in the years to come? Because it seems to rise exponentially, really.
Yeah, it is rising, and it is something. And then you have unfunded liabilities, and you have lifetime health care as well that some of us have promised to employees. All of these things add up, and they aren't cheap. Pensions as a percentage are a relatively small piece, but if we ignore the problem, if we don't address it now, it will grow exponentially, as you mentioned. So that's why we're trying to manage it as best we can.
Mm-hmm. Your top thing that you want to take care of this next year?
I want to deliver better service for the residents. Fixing parks, trimming trees, paving roads. We've done a really good job in the last 2 or 3 years doing that. And I want residents to see government work for them. And that's what makes me excited is when you run into people and they tell you, hey, thanks, you paved this street or you did this improvement.
All right, this is where we live. It's what we see. Thanks,
Absolutely.
Pete Aguilar. And thank you for tuning in. We're HLN next.